Imagine you are a commercial pilot flying your passengers from point A to B at 35,000 feet. Suddenly, an object appears 100 feet below you. What are you going to do?
In 2003, Captain Kyriazis says he had a UFO encounter that would haunt him for years and underscore what's at stake for millions of passengers.
It was a little bit after 9/11. Everybody was a little sensitive, so we felt a little more of a bond to our passengers. It was a beautiful night, no clouds, smooth air. We blasted off from Dallas-Fort Worth. We had one leg left to Charlotte. The airplane was functioning perfectly, got up to 35,000 feet and started cruising, and everybody just relaxed. And then all of a sudden, I get a radar altimeter display, and it immediately just pops on.
A radar altimeter is designed to let the pilot know how close the plane is to the ground.
It's a simple system. It's just emitting a straight vertical radar beam. When you transition to land, it'll go 100 feet, 50 feet, 20 feet, 10 feet. So at 35,000 feet cruising along, I get a radar altimeter display at 2,500 feet. It has to bounce off something. It can't just generate.
Captain Kyriazis is shocked. The altimeter is telling him something is only 2,500 feet directly below his plane.
And I'm thinking it's got to be just erroneous. It's got to be just a mistake.
But then, the situation becomes much more serious.
So then it goes 22, 23, 20, 18, 17. And then it stops. The first officers and I just immediately snapped to attention. Some object was coming up underneath me, unverifiable, unidentifiable, but undeniable.
They've called the tower. Tower says we see nothing. Radar, nothing on radar. There's nothing squawking. Squawking is a term that they use for something that is pinging with a transponder in a frequency that we can identify as being a friendly aircraft.
Then, as the captain and his co-pilot continue to monitor the radar altimeter, the mysterious object makes moves again.
And then it goes 18, 17, 15, 12, and it went to 1,000 feet. It was behaving in a way that wouldn't really be logical if it was broken. So at this point, I'm thinking, well, let's make some turns. You're allowed to make shallow S turns without getting air traffic control busy or upset. So we made some shallow S turns and, we're kind of trying to look over our wing and below us or behind us, and we couldn't see anything.
He's not willing to jump to any conclusion of what this might be. He goes through the necessary process of elimination. Okay, could it be this? No. Could it be that? No. Can it be this? No.
And then it went 800, 700, 500, 400, 300, and it stopped. I'm in the worst possible situation to be in as a captain. Your brain says this can't be happening, but you have to deal in the here and now, in the present. So then it goes 200, then it goes 100.
How close is 100 feet when you're flying an aircraft at 525 miles an hour at 35,000 feet? 100 feet is, it's a thumbnail away from where you're at. And that distance can be closed in literally a fraction of a second.
The worst case scenario is not even thinkable. You have the responsibility of all these lives. You have to make a split-second decision coming soon, and you have nothing to base it on but one bit of information.
If Captain Kyriazis' readings are correct, something is flying directly under his plane and closing in. With nearly 100 passengers on board, he readies himself to take control.
If you've ever seen a jet, they've got a little button here. It's called the autopilot button. My thumb was hovering over the autopilot button. I said, if it gets inside 100 feet, I'm going to maneuver.
Captain Kyriazis keeps his eyes locked on the altimeter reading of 100 feet.
It just stayed there. It seemed just eternal. It's just so long. And then it just went away. And at that point, Our heart rate's going pretty fast, and we thought, what the heck just happened?
A short time later, the flight lands in Charlotte, and Captain Kyriazes begins looking for answers.
I checked the logbook on that airplane. It never had happened before. And in all the 30 years of flying with a radar altimeter, that has never happened. With anybody I've ever talked to, it's never happened.
Experts are at a loss as to what could have been beneath the plane.
Thanks for watching this video. Click here to watch our playlist of short, credible videos covering all aspects of the UFO phenomena. And make sure you subscribe to catch the new content posted every week.